Welcome to Corebike 2025. We are here to check out some awesome new products from different brands, things like Corebike, Ergon, Hope, and loads of others. Follow me in, let's go. This is the Corebike e-Booster Digital. This is my favorite piece of tech that keeps coming out at the moment. These little mini compressors kind of removes the need for CO2 inflators. But essentially what you're going to get out of this is about 5 full inflations of a 740 tyre to about 40 PSI. This one's pretty amazing. It's got a smart head, so most of them you have to change the internals. It's an amazing piece of kit. You can fit it in your bum bag, you can fit it in your saddle bag. Essentially, you're going to get a load of life out of that and recharge it with a USB-C. This one comes in at 99.99 GBP. Love it. This has to be my favorite piece of tech here. My favorite new product that you actually fit to a bike. This is the Enduro Max Hit bottom brackets. Basically, Enduro bearings have released a whole new range of stainless steel bearings, which come with a much bigger bearing inside the casing. And it's actually, rather than having a plastic cup or an aluminium cup that you press the bearing into, the cup is the bearing. So you get much bigger ball bearings in there that can take a much bigger hit. They last so much longer. You can even pop the seals, re-grease them, clean them out, and they really prove that. So they've got them sat in a tank down there, and essentially you don't need to worry about it. In that tank they've been sat there going through the water. So for headset bearings, bottom bracket bearings, where water's due to sit, essentially you remove the worry of having that. And for headset cable routing, it means that you don't actually need to replace your bearings. You can just re-grease, refit for years on years. And the biggest thing, and something that really we want to do, is we offer a lifetime warranty with these bearings. It's incredible.
Right, you've seen the bottom bracket bearings. This is the Enduro headset bearing. This will last the life of the bike. This again has a lifetime warranty. Now, when you think about a headset bearing and how it sits, you never ever give it a full rotation. It's only small little movements. So the reason that it corrodes isn't because you're overworking those bearings inside, it's because of the gunk, the water, everything else sitting in that and turning that rusty. That's your problem. This is going to last you a lifetime.
Look at this. It's a teeny weeny shock pump. That's amazing. It's the nano shock pump. Look at the size of it. I mean, I've got decent sized hands, but that is about the same size as my palm. Easy to use. It's got a flexible head. It's a teeny tiny shock pump.
Guys, we have so much fun that we always forget to do this. Please like and subscribe.
Hi, so I'm Dean from Extra and Physique UK. So today we're going to talk about Physique's 3D printed saddle range and options, and also our one-to-one custom. So with Physique, 3 years ago we introduced 3D printed saddles. We've worked with bike fitter and pressure mapping to find out how best to have the pressure mapped across the saddle and where to find the comfort points. So on this particular saddle we have 6 points of comfort or adaptive nature, one either side of the nose, on the sides of the sit bones, in the centre, and then one at the back as well. This will change based on various different saddles that we offer, so Antares, Argo, Aleante. This particular version is a 00, so it uses a slightly lower density of foam, so it's slightly firmer all the time. We then offer an Aleante, an Antares, sorry, in this one. So again, this has 6 areas of adaptation on it. This has a slightly wider nose than the previous generation, so it gives you a little bit more support. It still has a cutout in the bottom, as you can see, so we do still have pressure relief, and it's super soft, which is always really good. Across here, like I said, 6 areas of adaptation, and it's super comfortable. This can reduce pressure by up to 60% compared to a standard foam saddle, an EVA saddle that we offer. So yeah, it's super comfortable. Now going on, we've just released the Physique one-to-one system. So this is a custom pressure mapped saddle. We've worked with Corebike on this, so we use a 64-point saddle pressure mapping device from Corebike. We have our own Bluetooth dongle, an app, and we also put it onto laptops, iPads, anything like that, and it works really well. The idea is during a bike fit, once we know your position is correct, you have the Corebike pressure mapping device fitted. You sit on it, it can be from any brand of saddle, you sit on it, have your pressure mapping done in several different hand positions on the bike. It then gives you a recommendation of saddle from Physique, so it will tell you the width and shape of that saddle to be used. That is then bolted onto your bike, the pressure mapping's redone, and you'll get a side-by-side printout of the difference in your two options and where the pressure has changed. If you're happy with that, you click order and then it will arrive in 2 to 3 weeks. So this is just a basic example of a personal custom 3D printed saddle. I don't know who this belongs to, but it's very interesting. So when we look at the nose of this, it's so much softer than the standard off the shelf, and the weave is completely different. The most interesting thing about this saddle is the person has a pelvic asymmetry or a slightly different pelvis shape. So we have a super soft bit of density just here. So this providing a little bit more support effectively, and this side slightly firmer. So as you can see, there is a big difference in the way I'm applying pressure to this part of the saddle. So this will provide a lot more comfort and really help the person with their riding and releasing pressure. Thank you.
This is the new Corebike prep station. This is the team issue. So originally the prep station has been around for about 10 years, and that prep station has been kind of a everyone home mechanic sort of setup with a whole range of tools and in this amazing case. Now this is the team issue. This is brand new. Everything is kind of being redesigned. You've got amazing shadow foam cutouts, brand new tools, a whole host of different things, all fitting in this lovely, lovely toolkit. Even comes with a tackle box at the top to put all your small bolts and bits. And you've also got a massive area at the bottom with some straps to be able to put everything in. All of that in a box on wheels. But I think the highlight is the actual tools that come inside it.
Right, let's talk about a few things going on in this toolbox. You've got these adjustable wrench, no need for a set of spanners. Right, these are the side cutters from the team issue prep stand. This is absolutely lovely. These are so flushly cut. This is going to give you such a nice tight cut, and the feel of them is so lovely, nice and light. Really like these. Got this internal cable routing tool. A big magnet. You've got the magnetic connectors. You've got Di2 connector. That is super useful. Down to the bottom, pedal wrench. It's a really nice feeling pedal wrench, by the way. 2 lots of pedals, 3 lots of pedals, 4 lots of pedals. Whatever pedal connection you've got, we can get this out. Got hanger alignment tool, which doubles up. We screw this in the top. That screws into your top cap. This comes out. We can measure the distance and the straightness of your shifters, your hoods on your road bike.
There's 2 things for me that really set this toolkit apart. Mainly the quality of the tools. Everything's got such a nice finish. It looks really, really high quality. I mean, it feels like really good material. Everything feels like it's really precisely made. But to be honest, there's some quite unique tools. So like we just saw, the hanger alignment tool with the adjustment to be able to adjust and get the position of your hoods on your drop bar shifters correctly is amazing. Not only that, we've got tools like we've got this disc alignment tool, so adjusting a disc. It's actually got a gauge for showing the wear on different size discs. So you can see if your disc is worn or not. So it's really well thought out, even down to this beautifully made machined hammer with replaceable heads and a rubber end on the other side. Not only that, you've got a replaceable head on the bottom of that tool. So ultimately, I think they've just thought about this from a bit more of a professional workshop mindset.
Look at this. It's like dragon scales protecting your rim.
So like I was saying, I think Corebike have really upped their game in terms of quality of components and the way they've thought about things. It's a really well thought out design. So we've got this new Corebike stand, and this one is very, very similar to another one you might know on the market. It's got this release catch and then you lock it into place. But this kind of one-ups the other one. You've got these, your Allen keys, your tools, whatever it might be, onto a magnetic strip. So while you're working on the bike, you can put your tools that you need immediately, or even small bolts and pieces, onto the stand without losing them. It's also a folding stand, so you can take it wherever. It's got a decent bit of weight to it, but it's going to keep your e-bike supported, and it's going to stop anything flexing. One of the key features that I really like is, come down here with me, it's just how well made and machined these parts are. Everything slides in beautifully, comes up beautifully, and that locks into place seamlessly. The whole thing is really solid, and I just genuinely think that it's a beautiful looking product. Also, for any Fox fans out there, it's Kashima coated. Look at the size of it! Jesus Christ!
Looks like somebody's cat's brought in a bird. What's going on?
On guard! No, on guard. They've created the rock solid. Now, there's been a lot of hype at the moment for really, really super strong angle grinder, defendable locks essentially, D-locks, but they kind of done it a bit differently. So it's still the same diameter as it was previously, 15mm diameter, but they've created their own special coating in-house that basically is angle grinder resistant. It's really, really strong, really solid, and no heavier than the previous lock. I think that's amazing. They've done a really great job of that. We're also going to be showing some special stuff. That is a 240 dropper. This is the one-up dropper post. This is arguably one of the best droppers on the market in my eyes. It uses a similar cartridge system to a lot of other droppers with an air cartridge, but this one sets itself apart in that it's serviceable and it is a different system in which it works. It's also really reliable, super smooth action, and look at the bloody size of it! 240 mil drop! That is huge. I don't even know. It's almost the length of my leg, inner leg. So for those tool guys out there, myself not included, this might be the dropper for you. It does also come in a range of other different sizes from 175 all the way up to 240. So check it out, see what they got.
It's bigger than I expected it to be. But there's some really, really cool stands, really well thought out. What people are going to bring, what people are going to show off. There are some awesome bikes as well. Definitely added some things to my shopping list.
Phil Lucas here with Gate. We're displaying our full range of products from our muscle-powered to entry-level mid-motor to high-end mid-motor belt drive products. The Gates belt drive is the leader on the market simply because we're reliable. The reliability, the quality of our products makes us a unique leader in the market. Our products can be applied to both mountain bikes, touring bikes, and urban. On mountain bikes, you're seeing them appearing a lot on the freeride, downhill, all-mountain segment, particularly gearbox bikes. Benefits being that the maintenance is super low, the reliability of the product is high, the chance of braking is far lower, particularly beneficial in the gravity scene. On the urban side, which is where the majority of our business is, Gates is simply reliable. You can hop on your bike, go to where you're going, and you're done. You're not going to have to be greasing it all the time. You don't have the sounds, you don't have the dirt on your pants. It is a highly reliable, highly effective tool for mobility. And that's where the majority of our turnover is. It is basically just like your car. Would you want to change the oil every 1,000 miles in your car? You wouldn't think of that. Yet we do that on our bikes, having to oil our chains. Or in reality, how many people actually oil their chains in the city? And that's what this is about.
Right guys, this is something really exciting. This is the new Pirelli P0 tyre. This is a performance road tyre. It's the fastest tyre on the market. But we'll test that out one day. What's really exciting about it, and what's really special about it, is this embossing of the logo on the outside. down the sidewall. This is derived from supercars and is only produced in the factory in Italy. This is really special, really nice to see.
Cables don't normally excite people, but these are really exciting. So Jaguar have got 3 different levels of sort of cable options and slipness, where most brands use sort of a coated finish, where I think most people know the Shimano sort of snakeskin. The issue with those types of cables is when they shed, it all gunks up your inner, and you essentially have to replace your whole inner and outer when it may have just been an easy job. However, the way Jaguar have done it are really interesting. The 3 levels are different levels of polishing. So there's different textures within each cables. With the finest, the best quality one, which is the slick stainless steel, basically feels like there's no grooves. You go up a level and there's more indentation. And to the 3rd one, which is the price point, it's much kind of, there's more grooves and you can feel the cable within that. So they've made basically a much higher end cable without having to put silly coating on there. Great stuff. I love it. And it actually comes out of the boxes quite easily. Win for Jaguar.
So guys, that was Corebike. I think we've learned a hell of a lot from that. We've met some great people, we've seen some really fun stuff, some interesting tech, and more importantly, some stuff that we can bring to you when it comes to looking after your bike the best. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.